Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All Part 3. In the previous video we wrapped up our very first tutorial case, and this time we're going to get started on episode 2. We're sitting on the main screen because as soon as we load in it starts playing like a cutscene. As I learned earlier when I wasn't actually ready to start recording yet, and I was like, oh, let's go ahead and load in and get everything set up, and then it's like I look back and it's like halfway through a cutscene. I'm like, oh no, and had to like Alt F4 out of the game to get back to the main screen. And I've also been listening to the main screen music for a little bit, and I guess I didn't really notice like how good it is. I mean, I know the music as a whole in this series is very good, but the opening little theme here is quite good. Let's go ahead and jump in. That was no accident. Okay, got a car, very fast. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. Are you a ghost? It's only fair, isn't it? Any? I mean, I'm guessing that's maybe supposed to be a name? Maya, are you in fucking prison again? God damn it. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. What does that even mean? I can't believe something like this happened. Events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess kept playing through my mind. June 16th? Well, I mean, you know, we know that she probably eventually gets out, right? Unless she's just helping us out in the first trial while on parole. Or on bail, I guess, which I don't even know if they have bail in Japan. What depressing... I mean, probably? I don't know. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me, do you? I guess? But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is that what the girl said? I'd stake my life on it? What are you talking about? Well, it's the weather, you know? It's not an exact science. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. Yeah, $15,000. You don't have that kind of money, dude. If you in any way associate with Phoenix Wright, you're have to be somewhat poor. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Vexing. Yeah, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She gave up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. So did Maya, like, spirit jack this lady to make her crash? Can she do that? That's right, about a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medicinal malpractice in the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? Did she tell you the weather was going to be wrong once? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. They keep worrying that we're going to kill them for some reason. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic, and I'm not making the big money moolah. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? Phoenix, I think you actually are a private investigator. You just don't know it yet. No, this is something only you can do. What? Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Wait, well, no. Wait a second. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... well, I mean, we worked a few trials together. She operated the, you know, the patent-pending Phoenix Wright boombox. She went back home to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Is that an offer? Because, you know, we'll take it. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? And that's not the only thing rigid here, Phoenix, right? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. Does he think Maya is Mia, maybe? For what? What else? A channeling! I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed! Oh. Maya? I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with the spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. I mean, you can become an adult without, you know, going into the family business. Not counting training, this will be our first time channeling a spirit. And she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. You will be the blood sacrifice necessary for this channeling. She said she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Kurain Village, however you're supposed to say it. Maya's hometown. Maya, you're looking awful tiny now. Why, hello there. General Kenobi? What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Huh? Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Have we seen you before? Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. Ooh, it's like a remix. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. I think I like the original version more. I'll give it a chance, though. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and become strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Look at that, I can lift that rock with my mind now. Yeah, I definitely like the original version more. This isn't bad, though. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse. He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Well, I mean, that might be true, but that's not the official story. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. Haha, I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yup. Isn't it just 2 buildings? Does that really qualify as a town? Shut up, Nick. Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were here too, I think. That's probably true since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women in this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearly Fey, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. No comment. Cousin. Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Of course she is. I see. The only thing more powerful than a teenager in anime world is an 8-year-old. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. I mean, that's good. That's good training. Suspicious-looking? Well, I mean, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. Well, I mean, she's a living person. She's not a treasure. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Kurain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Do you know how cousins work? Well, Nick, I've got to get going. No, wait. You can't leave yet. I still haven't shown you my attorney's badge. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling at my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. But, like, my attorney's badge, please, it's very sick. It needs to be seen by the world. At least she's still the same perky Maya. An old bus stop. It says Kurain Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. I mean, that's better than not having a bus at all. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. Looks like this giant rock is called Big Rock, and its origin is that it's a big rock. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. I don't know. They made it up anyway. The biggest, most elegant... Oh no. The biggest, most... I got flashbacks, dude. I got repressed Danganronpa PTSD coming up. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Rustic, thatch roofed houses where the other villagers live line the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around, though. The artist probably just didn't have a chance to get to them. Alright, let's, Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. I was told it was going to rain. The stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airways. Well, actually, she probably said there's like a 30% chance of rain, and then you're like, 30%? That must mean it's going to rain. Because people don't understand how probability works. Or even if it was like 90%, it's still, you know, still a 10% chance that it could not rain. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Okay. Look, here's my attorney's badge. Are you trying to compete with me in my profession with that piece of scrap? I'll have you know, I was told it's worth $50 whole. I'm a surgeon. Compared to you lawyers, I'm practically a saint. I mean, that may be true, but Yes, well, I don't exactly have any patience right now, but listen good, I'm not the one that made that mistake. The doctor needs his head examined. Hopefully not by himself. Wow, this manor is really nice, don't you think? Do you honestly think this place is all that impressive? Don't make me laugh. This is the countryside. Land here is dirt cheap. I mean, you're probably not wrong. I'll have something much more greater one day. I'll build my own grand mansion. Do you hear me? A grand mansion! The manor will seem nothing like this. Could you keep from shaking that fist away in my face? So, what are you gonna do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession! Pay attention, I'll have her write this. I'm a ninny head. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. But she's a ghost. Would that be a legally binding contract? I don't think so. With a confession, the rain falling into my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So, how'd you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance. A girl studying the occult at the college. The college? The only one? That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Crane School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya's the daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, it's not a cult, damn it. Do you hear that door? That's the room where the people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is there right now. Would you care to meet her? Not really, no. I'm just gonna look at some stuff quick. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says 100 ways to save money. Do you really think it's in English, Phoenix? Because I have to doubt whether or not it's actually in English or not. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. The store leads out to the winding way. Weather outside looks really nice. Nothing in the cubby holes. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in the door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. Alright, fine. You win. You know what, I'll check out the winding way first. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. I'll look at it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. Splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in. Although, that incinerator piques my curiosity. We already looked at the incinerator, dude. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. I think the fact that, you know, it's been repaired and everything's kind of interesting, but whatever. It's not cool enough for Phoenix Wright. Looks like there's a room over there, too. Peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Those water thingies? We can go to the side room, dude. We're exploring all kinds of shit. So this is the side room. Looks like more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Bedding, come on. Disturb them. Disturb them! If I wake her, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea not to disturb her sleep. A small alcove, I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. I mean, I agree the scroll is cool. The flowers, I don't really, or the plant isn't that pretty to me. A decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a base attached to the plate, or there's a plate attached to the base. I know how to read. Crane Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir? $40 billion? What does this mean? It's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Alrighty. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Oh god, the music was so loud all of a sudden. I did up the game audio some, which... Because I've noted, and someone kind of mentioned that it's been a little bit quiet in previous videos. And the only problem is that, like, the difference in the audio slider from, like, setting 1 to setting 2 is, like, twice as loud. So it's, like, kind of hard to fine-tune it properly. So now I feel like it's too loud, but maybe that's just on my end. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles? Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Maya? Is that so, Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. You know, there are names that don't start with M's. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. You will be executed, into the incinerator with you. Huh? Don't worry about it. Don't tell me you've already forgotten. That it was not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely have not won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thanks? You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Good sir! We would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure. Go ahead. She's a fae, alright. Just as odd as the rest. Okay. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. Absolutely not. So about Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Crane channeling technique. Okay, then, where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, he can never become the master of the Crane School. So, how strong are you? I don't know if they measure it by... in that sense. It's not a power level, Phoenix. It is a shame. However, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare to the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So, that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here in the channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. Are you? It looks like you're just fucking guzzling, lady. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. She's gonna get mad, dude. Oh, no. You don't even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh, well, what if we, paid Maya to let us be a client? The secrets of the Crane techniques cannot be seen by just anyone. I never stopped Maya from doing it in the front of me before. It's also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Okay, and that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter. Now then, if you say she is odd again, I will kill you. What is it you were about to say? Well, what a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, I mean, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. In. Pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Don't you mean Mystic Maya? I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects? Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. You really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. The sacred text. Okay, what am I doing? Hey, you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Huh? Sure, I've heard that southern accent. No. She did say she was becoming a paranormal investigator. Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix, Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are a lot of hair. Yeah, a lot of hair, was it? A lot of who? Well, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun. I was complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was because of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. Well, it was also because of your testimony that he was accused of being guilty in the first place. But it looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. We're working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor details, stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. Name's Hart, a lot of heart. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh, yeah, that's it. Now listen here, I'm here to take some pictures today. Gonna get myself a real scoop. I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. You betcha, the hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't say I was gonna make a name for myself, didn't I say I was gonna, well, yeah, but that was like a post-credit scene. Technically, Phoenix has no knowledge of that. I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer. Also, we got an achievement. A lot of hair, was it? Oh yeah, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on, get! A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too, did we? Anyone in the side room? No? Okay. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guests, please proceed into the channeling chamber. And with this, I can finally swat away all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, sure. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Absolutely not. Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. I'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go! Now, I do have to say, the fact that they keep saying the lock is, like, super important and, or, like, super strong and the key is one of a kind. I'm like worried that I guess some bad shit's gonna go down while they're locked inside there. And let us wait patiently. I mean, I guess the only thing that could potentially happen is that the gray guy gets killed by presumably Maya? Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in the room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you? Kurain village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we will request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that is impressive. Now then, let us wait. That seems bad. Hey now! What was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey! That's a gunshot! Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I put my afro on it. Maya's in there. How do we get in? Miss Faye, what should we do? Yellow belly chicken liver, what are you waiting for? Kick it down already. Phoenix, I don't think Phoenix goes to leg day enough to break that thing. But the key. That key is one of a kind. In this world, there's only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. Can you use your mind powers? There's really no other way? Alright. Stand aside, I'm gonna break the door down. Wait, please, this sort of recklessness. Yeah, no, that's what I call being a man. Well, why don't you break it down? Okay, apparently the lock's not that good. If Phoenix can just break it down like it's nothing, that or he has been, like, getting swole in between the two games. I was murdered? I mean, it looks like she's Mia. Or maybe she was taken over by the... Oh, maybe she was taken over by the nurse. And that's why it happened. Okay, Maya. That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she... Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But... Hurry, before there are more victims here. Let's go, city boy. Lead this to the granny. Okay, so that's my initial theory. She got, like, mind-jacked by the nurse. But, like, where did the gun come from? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they would have had, like, any type of weapon on them. The cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine, mysterious Phenom 09. He seems really on edge because of this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, they'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean? I reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, they'll be here soon. I reckon you get back to that dang old crime scene. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh yeah. Lotta doesn't know about when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only 2 of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. Have you ever smelled a wet sheep? Nah, but it's just an expression, Phoenix, right, boy? I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts to hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Alright. See ya. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Maya? I refuse to call her by her title. She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. Is the spirit severing technique just splashing water on her face? Yes. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? I'm the only detective. They're just reusing my art assets, okay? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone around here later. So, just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? My name in Gumshoe. Two of them went into the channeling chamber. Guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Okay. What about that side passage over there? It's worth a shot. Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? What? That is like, so isn't it like about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually the situation has kind of changed. There's been a murder? Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder! So like, a murder is that thing where like one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer? Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie. Oh, yeah, so they mentioned the name Innie earlier. It was at the end of that opening sequence, right? I think? At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology? Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something, useless, not gonna get me a job, something like that. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Alrighty. Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So, I don't, like, get it. Why does it feel like she's just putting on an act because she is? Like, I'm really sorry, I don't buy it. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you here taking a nap? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds? They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that didn't sound fun. So, I, like, felt sick and came here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time, cause I, like, slept a long time? Don't buy that for a flippin' second. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. You don't know anything about the murder that took place. Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray? Not even an iota of a reaction? You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah? Sounds like she's trying to hide something. Well, don't really have anything else to mention. You left the blanket a mess. Are you gonna fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight. I mean, I feel you. I think making your bed's kind of weird anyway. No one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are ya? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Can I have the one-of-a-kind key, please? So... what is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay. Apparently, don't show her your attorney's badge. Got it. Police are busily running here and there, and by, you know, the police, it's just Gumshoe. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? But no more than 4, because that's all that can fit on the screen. I'm really busy right now. I can take a look at it later, alright, pal? He didn't even take a glance at it. My attorney's badge. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. Maya is... you can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, does he? And yet something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? No, it was a fucking harpoon, Phoenix. He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was the first stab, and then he was shot. Okay. Hey, no touching without my permission. I'm just looking at it. Hey, I can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect now, can I? A kid like her. I guess if I want to search this room, I'm going to have to come back later. Well... probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God damn it, don't let me be me next! Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me! If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! So, did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm going to try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pics earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the motor scene inside. Ah, she did. 2 even. Seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Ooh-ah! What? I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Oh yeah, it is the exact same as last time, now that I think about it. Her running off with the picture or whatever. To go, squeal to the cops. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, looks like the investigation's not gonna be done until real late. That is terrible. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. Lady, the spirits just murdered someone? Abso-fucking-lutely not. We're gonna go back to the Phoenix Wright law offices where no one has ever died. Oh, wait. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Morning. Guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I should hurry up and get to the detention center, ASAP. Nick! Maya, what am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. Oh, I did it. I killed that person. That wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. So, you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Maya's channeling a spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. See, I was always thinking that, I guess because we've only ever seen her channel Mia in the past. I thought that was that she just like took on the appearance of Mia, but I guess it's just like she changes to look like that regardless of whoever is being channeled. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. So what exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. Closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This sounding kinda creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. And you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? First things first. Sorry, Nick, but there's nothing special about— What?! Nick will remember that. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. It was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I mean, I would assume it's that she experienced what the ghost felt being buried, and maybe it's just like funeral incense is what she smelled or something like that. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? Come on, you already know what it is, baby. The boombox! The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. Yeah, that's what I mean. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did it. I killed that person with these two hands. like every single one of our clients except like Will Powers has been like, I fucking did it. Well, actually, Maya originally wasn't like, I did it. So, like, half of our clients have been like, yup, I did it, and we got them proved innocent. So, you know, this isn't unusual. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. Or, I've never actually had to say that word out loud before. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Okay? It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it. Yeah, but like, seriously. Nothing special about it? You know what? Maybe we won't defend you after all. We're gonna shit-talk our attorney's badge. How about we shit-talk your chances of freedom? I've gotta save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? I think we'll figure out what in the world happened next time. Like, see, seriously, like, the difference between 1 and 2 is crazy. Like, it's like twice as loud. But I think you know, it has definitely been too quiet in the past, so it's worth a little bit of boost, but I may have to do some extra, like, changing audio. Maybe on OBS I'll have to mess with things around. I don't know. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.